back to Kendama a little bit? You're playing again?
Yeah, just started this year, couple months or not a couple months ago, probably like February, March around there. Started getting
Yeah.
back into it, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So
What's the main reason
loving it.
for coming back and grinding again?
I don't know, to be honest. Like
Just hits
I
you?
feel like it's a lot of things. Like I don't know. I just started playing one day. It kind of clicked again for me. I started having
Yeah.
fun. It was I was doing lunar trays a lot. For some reason, that sticks out to me. I was just
Yeah.
like I think it was actually watching your videos too was a big part of it. Like
Oh,
I
cool.
would
Thanks,
see
man.
like your interviews and like my recommended section on YouTube and stuff. I'd be like really
Yeah.
invested in those videos and stuff. So
Yeah, it's
watching
cool.
those, uh yeah, it's kind of hard to pinpoint one reason, but I don't know. I was just having fun with it. And for
Yeah.
the longest time, like when I stopped it, just like trying to land tricks for Instagram and stuff like that, it just was not fun at all. So it just
Yeah.
it didn't
I feel
feel
like you've been kind of
worth
in
it.
and out a little bit the past
Yeah.
few years. What's the main reasons for taking those breaks? Is it just frustration or what is it?
Yeah, it was mainly frustration. It was probably just interest in other hobbies as well.
Yeah,
And
because you've been doing
you
music, right?
yeah, I've been doing like music album reactions, stuff like that on my main channel. So just like different interests, stuff like that.
Yeah. And
What
and what's
else?
the scene like up in Canada?
I mean, I know there is like occasionally some jams in like Calgary. I don't know if you know where that is
Yeah, I've been there
in
for a brew
Alberta.
battle. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I've been wanting to go to one of those. It just hasn't really worked out.
Yeah.
I don't know if like I'm currently in Edmonton, which is 4 hours north of Calgary.
Oh,
I
damn.
don't. I'm pretty sure there's not like a huge scene here, but yeah. So
You think
hopefully, if
there's
there's another,
players?
I think there's a couple. Yeah, I think I've
Okay.
seen a couple on Instagram and stuff. But
All right.
yeah,
Um, but I mean, throughout that time, did you ever play with anybody local? Or is it? I know Canada's pretty spread out, especially how north you are, you know?
yeah. Like when I first started, like I had like a group of friends that I played with. Um,
Yeah.
so it's kind of similar to everybody's story how they start Kendama. Like it kind of blows up
Yeah.
in your high school, stuff like that. Not high school. I was in what uh
Grade school,
like
middle school.
grade 8 or something.
Yeah.
Um, so it kind of blew up. All my friends played it. I played it. Um, and then eventually they stopped playing. I continue that kind of thing. So
Yeah. What year,
yeah,
where did you start?
started March of 2014.
Okay.
So
And I feel
yeah,
like you were super active on YouTube doing reviews during like the golden years of the new gen, right? Like 2017,
yeah,
2018.
yeah, yeah. That's when I really started trying to like go hard on YouTube and like be consistent and yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
yeah,
What was that
yeah.
process like? What was the reason to started to do that?
Uh, it's hard to think back because I think at the time I was just like I saw a couple of videos get like decent views, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
keep doing this. I could kind of try and grow an audience. I don't remember like a specific reason in general. I think I just loved playing Kendama, and then the videos were just like an extension of that, a way to kind of keep playing Kendama and play Kendama more often in a way. Because at that
Yeah.
time, that was when like it started dying down and stuff. So like I didn't have as many people to play with.
Gotcha.
So doing those videos was kind of an excuse to play, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So yeah.
What city are you from?
Grand Prairie. It's like
Okay.
4 hours north of Edmonton. It's like a pretty small town. So
My God.
yeah. Way up there in the north.
Let me pull this up real quick.
Yeah, it's like
I gotta see this, dude.
60,000 people or something. So I always tried to be like whenever people would ask me that when I was like younger, I was like hesitant to say where I lived, but I
Okay,
don't
so
care at this
Calgary is a little
point.
bit more south than I thought it would be. Okay,
Yeah, so
Edmonton. Yeah.
Edmonton, and if you go up and then like northwest a little bit, you're gonna have to zoom in. But yeah, Grand Prairie right there.
Where am I looking?
Uh, down to the left a bit. Yeah,
Grand
right
Prairie.
there. Yeah,
Polar
there
bears
you
up there?
go. Nope. Common
Just
misconception.
squirrels.
Yeah, and tons of squirrels. It's a pretty boring place, as you can see, but
No, I'm from a really boring city,
oh
but it
yeah,
gets
where are you from?
freezing up there. I'm from Toledo, Ohio,
Oh yeah, nice.
so
Just like
a
a
little
is
more
that
south. But it's just probably the very similar city.
is that a small? No, that definitely looks like a bigger
It's
city
a
in
little
general
bigger.
area.
I mean, I'm from a
Yeah,
suburb, but
yeah,
yeah.
cool.
You traveled to the States, right? Because you were at NAKO.
Yeah, it was at well, it was MKO at the time, but yeah,
Okay,
2017, I think it was. So
okay. And then
that was fun. Yeah,
how many events have you gone to besides that one?
just that one. That's it.
Oh yeah,
Only MKO.
yeah.
I did
Uh,
I was in Hawaii for a little bit, and there was remember H&L Kendama.
no, I don't.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So yeah, H&L Kendama, that was like a shop in Hawaii in like
Okay.
I don't know when it closed, but it must have been like 2017 or 2016 when it closed. It was like a
Yeah.
pretty big thing in Hawaii. So I went to there.
Oh,
There
that's
wasn't like an
cool.
event there or anything, but it was like a cool little like shop to go to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Um, nice man. Yeah, I mean, what I remember most about your videos was I think you did the weekly post stuff, right? The weekly tricks of the week.
Yeah. Yeah. Top tricks of the
Yeah.
week. Yeah.
Remember Alex and Tibby, and then a bunch of. I mean, that's when the Romanian kids are popping off too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy
Yeah.
looking back at that because you like see those guys like in their early stages, just before they like blow up and become like the best players in the world. So it's kind of
Yeah.
cool to look back at it and see
Are
see
those videos still around?
yeah,
They are
all of
back
them.
on your channel.
Yeah.
Nice man.
I'll
All right,
never
I gotta
delete
go
them. I'll
back.
keep them up forever,
All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I want to go back and look through those. I felt like I
Mhm.
even feel like now I was telling my brother that the tricks that were released back then, that a lot of them are even still way harder and more advanced than what a lot of the current scene is doing now when it comes to new gen. I
Oh
mean
yeah.
the
Yeah.
tap the tap lines, those new gen lines,
Hmm.
the tap late flip tap going to stilt or something like a lot of what was pushed back then still hasn't been reached again. It's crazy.
Yeah. Like Liad. Oh, dude
Yeah,
was insane.
yeah,
Holy.
he's the best.
I feel like I still
Yeah,
see him like kind of active on Instagram, like commenting on stuff. And
I do.
I,
Yeah,
I
me
hope he
too.
comes back at some point, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was in Israel looking for him, but he didn't pop his head out.
Oh yeah.
Uh, but apparently he's just really busy with college, going
Oh
to
yeah.
med school. He's getting buff.
Yeah.
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 Um, yeah, man. So what interviews were you watching of mine? What made you interested in those, and which ones do you like?
Um, I like the Elliot Patterson one quite a bit.
Yeah,
That one, I don't know, him just like talking about the whole philosophy of kendama was really interesting and string
yeah.
versus no string. What else? I just watched the Mika Segura. Is that how you say his name? Micah?
Micah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I liked that
That's a good
interview
one.
quite a bit because yeah. What else? I'm trying to think.
Alex Mitchell.
Yeah, what that was the in-person one, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that one was great. Zach Gallagher, I think you did an in-person one with.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've
Yeah.
watched a bunch and I like them all. So
Yeah,
they're all
cool.
all really like informative and I don't know. There's not many people doing what you're doing, so
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it.
it's sick.
Yeah. Who have been your favorite players over the years?
Oh, it's probably changed a lot. I mean, Cooper Eddy comes to mind. Like when I was first starting, like he was like a big inspiration and influence for me, just like his video stuff.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, obviously he's a great player, but it wasn't necessarily just his tricks that he was doing,
Yeah.
but just like his presence on the Sweets YouTube channel and doing all the edits. And I don't know, he
Yeah.
was just really creative and had a big influence on me. Uh, who else? I feel like Cooper Eddy's like the biggest one that I can
Really? Okay. Well, I mean, I
remember.
feel like you're pretty
I
new,
mean,
Jenny. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Bonzatron definitely like when
Yeah.
I was starting 2014, 2015, that was when Bonds was like at his peak, I think. Like what
Yeah.
he won KWC in what 2014, I think. So
Yeah.
yeah, Bonds was. I mean, Bonds is always fun to watch, but back then he was a lot of fun to watch as well. Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like those are probably the biggest two. I
How
mean,
about
all the new
nowadays?
gen
Yeah, what are you watching now?
nowadays. I did just recently make a video of my top five on YouTube.
Is
I
it
think
out? My bad. Should have watched it.
yeah, it is. Elliot Patterson was in that video.
Yeah.
Just like his like late goon stuff is insane.
He's very methodical with how he plays, you know?
He's so consistent and so clean. It's insane. Uh
Yeah.
hold on, I'm just pulling up the video. It's bad that I can't remember, but uh
Um, this
I
I'm
like
trying to find it throughout all the music stuff.
oh no, it's on the new channel. The because I
Dude,
made one just
that's my problem. Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
So Chris June was in that video. I don't know. He's like an OG, but he's been posting a lot recently, and I don't know. Something about his play style really is cool to me. Um,
Well, what's the new
but
channel called?
it's Damature. So instead of Dave Chur, just Damature.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
I gotcha. All right.
yeah,
I was looking for that before we started talking. Okay. Yeah, you've been doing a lot of stuff, man.
yeah,
Oh, you just released that edit,
yeah. I'm pretty hyped on that one.
and then you're doing some
It's a lot of
cool
fun.
learning lagoons. That's cool, man. That's good to
Yeah,
see.
yeah. It's super fun, man. I
What's
don't
your
know.
recent push with Kendama? Like, what now that you're kind of older? I know, like, being more mature and being older, um,
Hmm.
makes you think about Kendama differently. Makes you think about everything differently. But do you have like a different, like, healthier approach to Kendama in terms of how you practice and what you're doing and
Yeah,
content and everything?
I think so. Yeah, I think I'm not worried as worried about just like posting a better trick every time or
Yeah,
always constantly improving. I'm more so just worried about having fun when I'm playing Kendama, and I think that
yeah,
should always kind of be the most important thing. Um, so definitely that, like, just my mindset when playing has altered and changed quite a bit.
yeah,
When it comes to content, I just think I've gotten like less cringy over the years, if
yeah.
I'm
We
being
all have
honest.
as we gotten older.
Yeah, so when I like look back at my older content when I'm like 12 and 13, I just like
Oh, it's
it's just
impossible to not look back at you when you're 12. Anybody, even
yeah,
me. If
I
I look
mean,
back luckily I was not posting YouTube videos at 12, or else,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But
So I just
yeah, it's
I
cool that you put yourself out there like that, though. Still
yeah.
cool.
So I cringe when I look at those videos. Like there is kind of a nostalgic factor, obviously, but like the
Yeah,
when I objectively look at the content itself, I'm like a lot of this stuff isn't very good, you know?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I feel like now I have a better understanding of like how to make an actually good YouTube video.
yeah. Totally.
So I feel like, yeah, I feel like my content is just less cringy now. Just there's a little bit more personality to it in a way too. Like
Yeah,
when I look back at those old videos, I was just like so stiff and so like robotic and just like no personality at all on camera. So
yeah. I mean, dude, I
yeah,
started when I was 23, 24 with YouTube, and I think it's also just kind of getting used to the camera,
yeah,
and sharing yourself out there. I think that a little bit it's just for everybody getting used to the camera. But then obviously a part of it is just like you don't have much of personality. When I was 13, I didn't have much of a personality.
hmm.
Um, but from one Kendama content creator to the other, do you think Kendama will ever, like, YouTube Kendama will ever be big enough to support um somebody like financially?
um, it's a tough. Like I hope that happens someday.
Yeah, I assume you
Um,
hope. Yeah, I hope so too.
I just don't. I'm gonna say optimistic answer, yeah,
Yeah,
but the realistic part of me wants to say no, to be
yeah,
honest, just because Kanama's such like a niche thing, and like obviously it did kind of blow up in what was that like 2016, 2017 with like no jumper and
yeah,
all that, but like I don't I don't know. Hopefully it gets there, but
yeah, yeah. I hope
maybe
so
I'm
too.
just maybe I'm
I
just
mean, I
too
guess if
pessimistic of a person, but
Kendama itself, if the game gets big, right, like skateboarding or
yeah.
something, or even half as big as skateboarding,
Yeah.
Obviously there's going to be YouTubers that are going to be doing well, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I guess it's all
Well,
about
I
pushing
I mean it's
Kendama.
interesting because like Sweets, I wonder how much money Sweets makes from YouTube, you know? Because
Yeah,
I feel like companies that have their own YouTube channels, they if there was a single person running that, it would be enough to support someone.
yeah,
But we haven't really seen anyone, any individual person that has seen enough success on YouTube to support themselves. So I don't
right.
know.
I mean, they have a lot of videos. The tutorials have a lot of views, and they're
Yeah,
continually racking up views.
yeah.
I know I haven't personally made a ton off of YouTube, but yeah, I guess you did music for a while, and you had like a pretty good subscriber list. I mean, was it decent money? Was it okay money, or was it just kind of like scraps?
Yeah, I mean the thing with music reactions is you're not monetizing most of that content
Oh, that's right.
because it gets
Yeah,
copyrighted most of the time.
I got you.
So I mean I do have a Patreon. Go join it if you guys like music.
Okay.
I do have a Patreon where I make a little bit of money. So people subscribe to that to see like uncut versions of those reactions and stuff.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
but YouTube itself, you're like
It's so hard.
every video here and there, if it's like a lesser known artist, maybe it'll get monetized. Um, it also depends how you edit it. If you edit it to where you have less than, I think it's 6 seconds of the music playing consecutively, you can monetize it. So if you chop it up a bunch, you can monetize
Oh,
it, but it kind of ruins the flow of the video if you do that. So
yeah. I didn't realize that. Even like the big music reaction
channels, yeah,
channels, they don't get any money for that.
yeah,
Or maybe it's split
yeah,
sometimes, right?
yeah. It's a big point of uh, I guess a debate within that community.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What kendamas are you playing these days?
Uh, Analog, of course, you know.
Yeah. You've been
Um,
repping analog for a while.
yeah,
'Cause
they're
you're a
just,
pro. Are you
I
still
guess,
pro?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I guess they haven't said I'm not, so
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, mainly just analogs. I mean, I did buy that Soul Kendamas that I did an unboxing of, just to kind of see what shapes are like now. Um, so yeah, just
What'd you think
analog.
of the
I
one
mean,
up?
I like it. It's good. I think
Yeah.
like it's definitely a bulkier shape than I'm used to, but
Yeah.
it taps really well in my opinion. So yeah,
Yeah. Have you
it's
found the
pretty
secret
solid.
of taps of why kendamas tap better than others? Do you know why?
I have no idea. I've
Okay.
always wondered, and I'm like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
confusing. I feel like does a heavier. Do you know?
No, I mean I just have some ideas.
Yeah,
But it seems like the weight, maybe a little bit lighter works better actually. But
that's what I was
I've
thinking.
also I've also had heavier ones that just would have that like hollow feel and just like
Mhm.
ricochet, you know?
Yeah, because
Um,
like,
yeah,
yeah, I definitely had some lighter Kens that tap really well. Like the analog 2B shape, which I just got, it's the one I got is a super light Ken, and that's like the best tapped Alma I've ever had. But
yeah,
then I don't know. I also feel like would a heavier base cut maybe help it come around it? I
yeah.
don't know.
I mean,
It's weird.
I've definitely played with like super heavy swords versus yeah, super heavy swords compared to the Serato, and it seems like
Mhm.
either way, if it's too heavy, whether the Serato's too heavy or the sword's too heavy, it messes it up, you
Yeah.
know. But I usually play a little bit heavier Serato than sword, and yeah, I mean honestly, the element shape seems to tap better than the sacred shape for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because it's
Hmm.
more consistent weights or if it's just like the overall shape of it. Maybe it's the base cup hole. Um, but like the best kendamas I've ever played are tapping kendamas or hand turned kendamas. So that makes me think that like it could be the density of the wood. You know, I mean the hand turned kendamas that I've been playing are maple, but just like you know most of my Kens are for a Lotus. But
Yeah.
yeah, the hand turn Kens like really consistently tap super well, almost to a point where like you get to tap slower, which is really cool.
Oh.
But I don't get that many of them to play because they're expensive and
Well,
hand
yeah, you
turned, you
guys
know.
just what's that newest one you just dropped? Aren't they
Yeah,
all hand turned?
yeah.
Yeah.
We just sold out. They were the flow hand turned flows.
Yeah.
Um, and I've been working with Jack a lot, so we'll have more hand turns come out. But
Mhm.
yeah, I love the quality and the way they play. It's just more of like a premium kendama experience,
Yeah,
you know?
those looked super nice, to be honest. Like,
Yeah, thanks, man.
I kind of wanted to buy one, but I was like, I don't know, got to save that
Yeah,
money, you know?
yeah, it is
Like, it makes
expensive.
sense. It makes sense why it's expensive though. So
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
mean, yeah, if you look at any other hand turn, for the most part, like Sweet just did a hand turn collab, and that
Hmm.
you know they were in the hundreds, and then obviously Rhino is like at least 50 by itself.
Yeah.
Let me just do
Jeez,
some math.
really?
Yeah, like if
Holy.
you get a Rhino and at a Kendama Depot, it's gonna be $50. The Rhino Tama. Yeah. Or maybe you know what?
Dang.
Maybe it's 40. I
But
I bought a
still,
few,
holy.
but yeah, I mean they're like Aviram paints them in Israel, and then that shipping to get there. Like first of all, it's hand painted. It's not any kind of like factory.
Yeah.
Uh, so they're hand cleared, and then to ship it from your factory where they're made, or if they're hand turned, ship it to Israel and then back. Like
Hmm.
Israel's in the Middle East. It's far. It's super expensive, you know.
Hmm.
But all those
Yeah.
costs come into play. But yeah, there's a lot of comments on that post about
Yeah, I saw
the
that. Yeah.
costs. Yeah,
Yeah.
little drama.
I'm like, yeah,
It's
whatever. It
whatever.
makes sense.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
like, I don't know. I remember you had like Mugans back in the day
yeah.
that were
Right.
like, when I was like 14,
Oh wait, you cut out for a sec.
expensive. Oh, jeez.
Wait, oh, you came back. Okay, what'd you say?
Oh,
Mugans?
we're good. Well, yeah, I'm not, I was saying I don't know if those are hand turned or not, but like,
They're not, but they're just
yes,
like
they're
it's
just
just
rare, I
random
guess.
hype. Yeah, like even I don't even know how rare they are because there's probably Japanese dudes that have like a huge box of them, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's like a hype thing, like Supreme. They just drive up the
Yeah.
brand. They can make a million shirts if they wanted to, you
Yeah.
know.
So like it's not out of the ordinary for a condom to be that
Yeah,
expensive, you know? So
yeah. But we literally just we have a multiplier, so we take like the costs, multiply it by a
yeah.
certain number, and then it's not like this is extra more. I'm not making like extra profit off
Yeah.
of it,
It's
you
not
know.
like you're scamming people or anything,
No,
but
yeah, it's a
yeah.
Rhino hand turn.
Yeah.
And I know, yeah, and back in the day, remember the GT stuff, like
Yeah. GTs were super expensive.
super expensive, but you
Crazy.
get what you pay for, it's like the
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so what's your daily Kendama grind like these days? What do you how much are you playing and what are you looking for when you play?
Playing quite a bit right now. I mean, I just started my last year of university, so I'm a little bit busier with school, but um, I do have a lot of like free time on campus where I can just sesh. So I've
Yeah.
been playing quite a bit, probably 2 hours a day. That actually
Yeah.
seems like a lot now that I say it. Um,
Nice, man.
but yeah, I mean, mainly when I'm playing, it's just like filming, but
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's fun.
Do you
I love it.
like I know Elliot talks about filming, but then I've also talked to Ben who has a different filming philosophy. Do you just throw up the camera and then start playing, or do you play for a little bit and throw up the camera?
I definitely like warm up first. If I
Yeah,
just, I don't know, if I just go straight into trying a trick, I'll just get too frustrated. So
yeah.
I definitely warm up a little bit. I don't like, I know some people like, they just like freestyle once they put the camera on and then they like think of a
Find a
trick that
trick.
comes to them. I
Yeah,
kind of like try and think of it before I start filming and then I go for it when I'm filming.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know.
yeah. Okay, pretty chill.
I
And then
don't
where do
have a
you play
bunch
at?
of
Do you play in your school or your yard or?
yeah, I mean, I don't have a yard, but I find spots around town
Yeah,
and just mostly like quiet spots. I hate playing in front of like a bunch of people because it just like
yeah.
distracts me, you know? So
Are you
try and
okay
find some
publicly with people kind of walking by and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But if I can, I'll find a spot where not many people are walking by so I can kind of just focus, you know? Especially if you're
yeah,
like if you run a GoPro on your head or something, you look kind of
yeah,
goofy. So
yeah?
especially if you're doing that. But
Are
yeah.
Canadians specifically interested in Kendama? Do they talk to you a lot or always
You
the
get
same
the
old stuff?
occasional like, yo, that's sick. That's
Yeah,
cool. And then you just, you're like, thanks.
it's just
And then
whatever. Yeah,
yeah. No, I haven't ever had someone come up to me and be like, what's that, and actually
yeah.
ask about it. So
Really? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe once or twice, but I
Not
don't
not
know. It's
often.
not that common for some reason. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm just not approachable. I don't know.
What do you do in the winter? So I imagine it's tough to play outside, or do you just
Yeah,
face
you
it?
can't really play outside here. Like that. Oh, it sucks so bad in the winter. Actually, like
Yeah.
now that I'm dreading winter. Now that you say that, yeah, because it gets like minus 30 Celsius, like on the
Wow.
regular. So your hands are just not working at all when you're outside. So
No.
mostly inside, but again,
Yeah.
lighting sucks inside, so it's kind of a pain in the winter.
Yeah. Yeah. Do
So
you have room in your, is that your apartment right there?
yeah,
Yeah. You can always
yeah,
just add a light. That's what I used to do. I'd add a little Amazon light at the top of
yeah,
the
yeah. I
room
have
and it
like
helps.
studio lights here. I should probably get like some overhead lighting. That's a little bit better, but
Yeah.
yeah,
What are you majoring in? What are you studying?
accounting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing related to Kendama.
Nope, not at all.
And you're graduating this year?
Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Would you what do you plan to move after to start your work? Or what are you planning to do after
Probably
college?
some entry level accounting job. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll probably stick here in Edmonton. That's what I'm thinking. Because a lot of my family's here. So yeah,
Yeah. Exciting.
yeah. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air, but
Yeah, I feel you. Um, did I who were you saying that your favorite players were these days? Did I interrupt you?
oh yeah, I was saying what was I saying? Elliot Patterson.
That's right.
Who else? I said Chris June.
Yeah, that's right.
Um, Elijah Lane, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
His like fast hand tech stuff is so fun to watch. I know a lot of his clips are like technically kind of older on Instagram, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I like him quite a bit. Um, I mean, obviously you have like Takuya. Obviously, every time he posts a clip, and like you're just mind blown. Like, didn't
Yeah.
he just get like 66 tap recently? I think
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's just like insane. Yeah, I don't know. Then I think that's pretty much it.
What'd you think of the finals?
Finals were great, man. Did a reaction to it on YouTube. It was yeah, it was fun. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. I think was going to watch it. I had it
Yeah,
like queued, but then I got
yeah,
busy.
yeah, yeah. No,
Um,
Takuya's a beast. He's insane.
yeah. You try any of the KDU C tricks this year?
Yeah, I actually did. I was like, just like to see what my like play level is at. I like made like a fake run of like tricks that I thought I
Could
could
do.
land, and yeah, I mean, I had to practice it quite a bit, but I did end up with like a run that was like 600 points or something. So
Yeah. Nice.
decent level, but obviously that's not factoring in nerves or anything. So
Yeah, yeah, and it's so insane. I feel the same way, but then the level that they consistently hit super difficult tricks at, just crazy,
yeah,
like on
yeah,
stage, like the top three, Maharu and Kikuya, and then obviously like everybody above 1,000 or above 900 even.
yeah.
You got to hit some crazy, crazy technical tricks in
Hmm.
those 3 minutes.
Yeah. Did you compete there? Because I know you were there,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I didn't train that much. Hopefully I can go back and give it more energy, but
because what do you have to do to get into the finals? Like I don't even know.
yeah, I mean, there's 40 competitors, so you just got to qualify in the top 40. There's some
Okay.
room with they choose certain people from certain countries, but basically, like you have the tricks from I think it's like level 3 to level 10, and
Hmm.
then you pick 10 of those tricks. So basically, like if you pick all the 10 level 10s, which is what Yasu did, if you hit them all in two different rounds, 3 minutes each, then you get 100 points.
Hmm.
Yasu, I think, missed one level 10, so you get 90 points, and so he qualified. I think Korea went for 98 points, so he basically went for like 8 level 10s, 2 level 9s, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of similar to the finals, but kind of not. I mean, they're both. It's like 2 rounds of 3 minutes. So you actually get a lot of time to hit
And
five tricks.
you're not on stage, right? You're just like in the main
Yeah,
common
you're in the
area
main
or
like
whatever.
yeah, it's like a big gym basically.
Yeah. Mhm.
So they'll say like group one start, and then you're with four different people, and then you all judge each other, and
Yeah.
you have all paper, then you all sign off on each one. So yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, it's
but
cool.
yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's very unique compared to other formats.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is definitely. I don't know. I like the KWC format, to be honest.
yeah, I do too. It's
I feel
cool.
like
Yeah,
it's better than open in my opinion. Like
yeah,
it's definitely closer to like a freestyle type competition. So
yeah. It's
it's a bit
close. It's
more
a good
exciting.
mix, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, I was there, so it was cool to see everybody and to meet these
Mhm.
players. I mean, a lot of the Japanese players don't speak English, you know, which
Yeah.
like it's kind of obvious, but once you get there, you realize that it's actually hard to communicate with other people, you know,
Yeah.
if you don't know
Yeah.
Japanese.
Hmm.
Um, but I've been asking a few players this, but I want to get your opinion. Who do you think the top 10 players are in the world? You don't have to say all 10,
Oh,
but
geez.
the classic one. Yeah.
I knew this question was coming, you know? Oh, I mean, is it basic to say Takuya at number one?
No, I mean,
I mean, it's basic, but I feel like
yeah,
it's the right answer, you know?
yeah.
Uh, who else? T-Blex maybe? I don't know. I feel like I'm not super up to date with like the
The
competitions, you
current
know? So I feel like
standings,
I'm not,
community.
yeah, I'm not gonna have the best opinion on this.
Gotcha.
T-Blex maybe. Uh, who else? The Gallaghers, I guess, would be up there.
Right.
Mm, even though I know they're not like going as hard right now, but I feel like they're still
Yeah.
like pretty insane.
Yeah. They're
I'm
doing
probably
pull-ups and
missing
stuff.
like so many like Japanese players. I mean, Maharu, he got
Yeah.
second, right, or third this
Maru,
year.
yeah, he got second. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
Or no,
and
he got third. Sorry.
you guys just sponsored him too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, who else? I don't know. Alex Mitchell keeps popping into my brain. Like
Right.
I know he hasn't like placed super high like has he at any of the big competitions? I don't know. I don't know what he got
Yeah.
at KWC this year, but
He got like
yeah,
top 12, I think.
yeah.
Maybe.
I just,
But then
I
obviously he's won a lot at a
yeah.
KO and stuff.
Hmm. His play is just like I love how effortless and
Mm.
clean his play is. Like everything just looks so easy to him.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough. Who else? Yasu, I guess, would be up there too.
Right.
Mm, yeah, that's really all I can think of right now, to be
Yeah.
honest. But yeah.
Do you have plans for hitting some events in the future? I know you're kind of far up there. NAK is online this year, but that or
Hmm.
NACO or KDBC or Catch the Floor or anything?
I hope so at one point. I mean, it's just like a monetary, like a financial thing at this point.
Yeah,
Like it's just not,
money.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just not super smart for me to do that right now. But hopefully at some point
You're
in the
doing
future.
accounting too, so
Yeah.
like you'll for
Yeah,
sure know. Yeah,
I'm very stingy about my money and I just like I don't know.
yeah,
Once I have like an actual career and making some
yeah,
good money, you know, hopefully I'll be able to make it to one. But as of
yeah.
right now, it's just a little bit unrealistic.
Tough.
So
Right.
unless of course there's one uh they have Van Jam. Does that still happen in Vancouver? I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
So
You
maybe if
just
there's that, like I don't
right.
know. It's just a distance thing and a money thing. So
Yeah,
but yeah, I'd love to. It'd be so much fun. Like
yeah,
it'd be great.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. Well, we should wrap it up. I appreciate talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah, this was
Yeah,
fun. This was great.
yeah, we should do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and keep up the content. It's cool to have somebody just kind of individually posting content and doing what you're doing. So I appreciate that.
Mhm. Yeah, you too, man. Your content's
Yeah.
great. I love it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Yeah.
All right. See you, Dave.
See ya.